Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Cocky and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Offense set on first down. The give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. He's off to the races. The 20. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? Looking to move it through the air. He's going to go for a big one. He holds it in and nobody's close. Touchdown Bulldogs! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Fair catch, called for and made. The South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
On third down, he drops the throw. And the pass is intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
He's got his man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks of Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
The give to the back. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second.
They'll try the run. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Trying play action. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
Well, you saw this guy in all the highlights after that 4-sack performance his last time out, and he's not resting on his laurels. He's hungry for more. Registers his first sack of the game.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up.
And he reels it in inside the 30. Oh, it's out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Wide receiver shows motion. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he dropped it! Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
First down here for the offense. These corners backing off a bit. He wants to throw. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Georgia going up tempo. Second and 10, he'll throw again. It's complete on the right side. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Dogs! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Southern Miss is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 14 to Arkansas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 14, South Carolina 7.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Avant. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Gamecocks want to move quickly. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
They'll try to get the first through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the gun, the running back has it. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
It's complete. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Great move there. He's loose. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a set.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down?
Over. Unlock. Go.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down.
29 Philly. Dead high. Ready.
They'll try to pick up the first. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Here's the give off the left side. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally tracked down at the 32. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. Wide out in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, what a cut! He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He's going to bring it out from deep. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
First and 10.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Off-play action on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking to scramble. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
On second down, he'll fire. Right on target this time. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He breaks a tackle. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Yeah, and this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move.
He caught it! Touchdown, Dogs! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The South Carolina offense is back on the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Gonna run it. It's Abraham. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Here we go.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The Gamecocks send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Off play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. At the 45 on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Belly stutter.
He's looking to throw. Going over the top. And it's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And the route is on. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
They'll run the screen. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Oregon State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The big thing now don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's looking for a man on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
Terrier, terrier.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
And they tried to run that sweep out route. I like going to the wide side of the field, getting somebody the ball that can really, really run. Just got to block it up a little better. Give him a chance to at least get that edge, and then he might be able to do some more damage.
He'll try the left side. Running with power. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Well, it's a great individual effort by the running back on that last play. It's 3rd and forever. He tried to get his team the 1st down. Not enough. Let's see what they do on 4th.
And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Let's see what he can do with it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26.
And the Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
On 1st down, here comes this offense.
Fire.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Georgia 49, South Carolina 7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Fast motion from the offense. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. A 1st down for the offense. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Buys a little time, but now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. You just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the returner goes down.
And the Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
He's going for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The DBs will back off a bit. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, and the last drive, nothing.
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. On target over the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
They want that clock to run. Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Takes the handoff. It's Marcook. Touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced. That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Here's the handoff. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Try to get it to the edge. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes his connection. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10.
Cricket.
Defense playing a bail technique. Quarterback gets past the marker. Touchdown, Georgia! And the punishment has been extended. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And we knew this offense was good, man, but seeing them in person, like, now I understand why they're a top 10 offense. Week in, week out, so many different ways to hit you from so many different angles. Undefeated still. Still an undefeated squad moving forward with all of their dreams in front of them.
South Carolina, 7.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
This one away.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Florida Atlantic has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 25 to Kennesaw State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And the heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long back. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on down.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So after hitting bankrupt, spinning that wheel of fortune, now this offense can tack a little more onto the lead. They have it first and goal. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Georgia going up tempo.
It's now second and goal.
Looks as if he's going to run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. This is a designed run. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? It hasn't always been pretty all season long, yet they've continually found ways to win each and every week. But today, in a day where they had to light the scoreboard up because the opposing offense came to play, their offense got it done. And as a result, they stay undefeated.
77, South Carolina, 7.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. and the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down a lot.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock.
Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement, the epilogue, the finishing touch.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.